What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the SH Monsterarts Godzilla vs. Kong from Skull Island. Nope, from Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. The exclusive edition, the event exclusive, the SDCC exclusive, or whichever con you might get it at. I got it from the San Diego Comic-Con through my pals at Supreme Collector. My pal at Supreme Collector. And I do appreciate that so much, because the alternative is wait for a con by you, which, you know, there is a con coming by me in the fall, NYCC, but if you order it online at P Bandai, you have to wait till March, and even though I did put in an order there, I wasn't willing to wait, so glad I got it. Really nice art on the front. Very, very cool, actually. I really like this one, the back, or however you want to call it. It's really good. I really like that a whole bunch. I love the orange. I think it looks fantastic. The back has a nice window box, some product pics, and yeah, this is cool. This is a very, very cool box for all you box art nerds. Remember that? Yes, still copyright Ultrazilla. Anywho, without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's Kong out of the package, although he's been messed with a little bit. So this is not how he comes right out of the package. Comes with the new alternate head. So, you know, but I'll show that in accessories. Here's a regular Screaming Kong head. But we're not looking at that right now. We're going to start with Articulation. Head moves up on a ball joint. Has decent range of motion. Then you got the neck joint that moves as well. Not too much motion there. The elbows moves around on a big old ball joint. Elbows? Shoulders. Then some bicep swivel in action. Double jointed elbow. But the top part, don't really get a ton out of it. Then you got ball jointed wrists. You got this big old joint up here. And then, which continues all the way to the bottom. This is a floating piece here. So, it gives the appearance of more articulation, but it kind of isn't. And the waist has some movement, not a ton, but some. You get them in enough poses, seriously. Then you see you got the big ball joint in there. For the thighs, for the hips, I should say. Thighs do get some cut in action in there, so that's good. Double jointed knee works okay, and then you got a rocker at the foot. The toe moves. Oh, it is cut very strange, but you know, it moves around pretty good, I would say. You know, there's no I was looking at his tail. He doesn't have any butt cheek articulations. Oh man, and his whole leg fell off. And that was a product of too much I'll just do this off camera. But that hasn't happened yet at all. And I don't think it ever happened with my other figure. So that's a fun thing. Right? Said no one. So that was interesting because I feel like a lot of people have complained with this guy falling apart a lot in the first version. I never had that happen on my first version, and about the only falling apart he really did was maybe his hands come off a little bit too easy and his toes. But I have to say, and I was really jiggling a lot of stuff around here, he's felt pretty solid to me in terms of the joints staying on. So that was a bit surprising that it actually happened, because I was going to actually say at the end of that articulation section that everything feels rather solid on this guy, so as compared to the first one. So I don't know. It's a little bit odd, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, let's get to the look of this guy. I think the proportions are done pretty decently. I think it works pretty well for Kong. Now, I actually did not watch my first review from a little over a year ago. A little bit, yeah, a couple months. So I don't know how I felt at the time. I do know that figure grew on me even more as time went on. And it made it into my tops of the year. So, you know, there's that. So I think proportions here. So I'm giving this a fair shake, is what I'm saying. Starting from scratch. Proportions are pretty good. I don't mind it as a Kong looking figure. I feel like maybe his chest could be a little bit bigger as well. You know, it could be. It could be. I think the colors are good on this guy. He has a different paint job going on and a little bit of a different sculpt because they sculpted it more, because this is, you know, Final Battle, basically, Kong. They sculpted in more scratches on his chest. And that looks really good. I do like that a lot. Besides that chest, there is even more, like, blood kind of splattered about on this guy, and that's pretty cool. You gotta look for it, but there's little droplets here and there, so you know, you get that around. This head sculpt is decent. You can see he's got some red in his face as well, but it's very, very glossy. If you were hoping for a less glossy Kong, I'm sorry, you didn't get it here. The teeth look good on this one. The tongue looks really good. In general, I think that mouth is pretty fantastic. The eyebrows look good. You can see the blood in that. The eyes look decent. You know, I mean, I've said this. I just think Bandai's had a extremely hard time getting Kong right in any form, so yeah, it could be better. This could be better, but it's a good sculpt. The head sculpt looks really good. It's just, I feel like it's not super Kongy. And then the fur detail is darker than the original. There's like some shading within. Fur detail is nice though. It's really, really good. The hand here is good. This is the Mechagodzilla holding in. And you know, if you want to know, the reason why he has this and this is because I took my thumbnail before I started this. So there you go, a little BTS for you. So really good fur detail, really good fur detail on the back. You see more blood around. Some nice details there. Looks pretty good. The butt looks pretty good. The legs, more blood there. A really good sculpt, for sure. Feet look good, very dark. They look good. Ooh, that one had to hurt. Belly button definition. Rib definition. Fist looks good. There it goes. Don't want to lose that because my regular Kong is sans fist right now too. Again, I like this chest a lot. I think that looks really good. So yeah, he looks good. You know, I mean, is it super Kongy? But it does look good. Okay, so here is the original. So if you want to see that, as you can see, he's more brown, and this is a more like, I don't know, night battle almost Kong. The head is actually glossier than the original, and that is bananas. But it does have that red in it that's kind of cool. So, yeah, you can see the differences. Darker sculpt, the blood, the chest is different, the chest piece is different, and this piece is different too. So, that's pretty cool. I dig that. I dig that, guys. So yeah, there you go. For accessories, and this is really what we're here for, we get a bunch of hands first, and they are different than the original ones, which is cool. Got a more open type hands. Then you got these, I think these hands might be the same. These like smaller looking ones. And then these are a tad different. This is different. So, and then you got the fist hands, which are not. And of course, you got this hand here, which is used to hold the Mechagodzilla head. So, some differences here, which is good. Besides the screaming head, we also get the, you know, more kind, subdued Kong head. And it looks good. You know, I mean, it's the same we got before. It looks good, but it's, you know, he's a little bruised up and bloody too. So, but I like this one. I think, you know, between this and the screaming head, I feel like this one looks a little bit better. More Kongy to me. So, yeah, it's fine. And finally, we get the, as far as heads go, well, Kong heads. We get the head that I feel like the first version should have come with. He really needed this gritting head. And you know what? They didn't even do it quite right. I mean, they're sticking to the model, though. I'll give them that. They're sticking to their model of Kong. Wherever they got their schematics from, they're sticking to it. And it looks good, but, you know, it could be even better. But I'm glad I have this gritting head finally, gritting teeth head, because this is the most Kongy, but he needed his brows more furrowed. Yeah, there's things that should have been a little bit different here, but the eyes do look fine. The teeth look really good. You know, again, he's got blood splatters, so I'm glad to have it for sure. It's, you know, it needed to be there from the beginning. We get 3 heaves. That's interesting. You know, sculpted okay, kind of in line with like some of their other little vehicles that they've given us before. They're done on these bendy wires, which is cool. In the stand, it's fine. It's a cool little accessory. You know, Kong can like destroy one in his hand, but you know, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna say anything bad. It's fine. We get Kong's axe, which looks pretty good. Bone hilt looks really nice. The Godzilla skin wrapping looks pretty nice. And of course, the dorsal fin is pretty good. As you can see, it's like reflecting on that skin. So that's pretty good. Cool. We've seen it before, but we get effect parts to wrap around it this time, which is awesome, but kind of a little bit of a pain to get on completely, although I hope I am lining it up right this time. So this has gone in flat here, and then you gotta find the right pegs, the right holes in the pegs. So there it is there. And this time I got it. And I say this time because this is like take number 3 or 4. But there you go. And that looks cool. So now like he's swinging it forward and you got all this like Godzilla energy, you know, from behind. And that's cool. That is really cool. Nice translucent plastic and blue. And then it, you know, gradiates from the middle. That's very, very nice. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. So then you want to get one of those hands and then to wrap around that, which is cool. And pop it on this side. Why not? And then, yeah, he's Mechagodzilla, he's coming for you. So that's pretty cool, right? I like it. I think it's nice. It's a nice effect. That's the type of stuff you want to see here. And last but not least, the thing you really want to see, and that is the Mechagodzilla head. And that's pretty cool. I wish they, like, slopped red all over the mouth. Like, I wish he was, like, all glowing out. Like, they should have made it mid-glow right before it dies out. This is kind of feeling like it's dying out. But I wish it was, like, red all over. But, you know, you see the red on the inside looks good. The inside of the mouth is nice. It's a nice head sculpt. The eyes look good. Really good sculpt. Then the neck part looks really good. Burnt out pieces over there. That's pretty cool. I drop it. Why not? And then, you know, the hand that I've had on this whole time, you take it and you just kind of make him grip it. And then he's like, roar, with the other head, but roar. That's cool. I dig that. This and this are the two things I like the best about the set. Of course, the effect part is nice. Here, I do like that as well, but these two are why I really wanted this set. Not to take the spotlight away from Kong, but I know folks wanted to see this. Here is the original Mechagodzilla head and the new head, and now this is on a ball joint, but I don't think... Oh, actually, I don't know if it'll fit, but I think it needs something else to do so, but let's give it a shot. Nah, you need a longer joint to get this going, or some putty, but you would need a longer joint here to make it fit properly. See, this is a longer joint there. So if you had a longer joint, you could do this, but, you know, some putty will work just fine, guys. And for your size comparisons, here's the other SH Monsterarts figures and the Bandai Movie Monster Series figures. So you get a little bit of two different Bandai lines that represented this movie. And my final thoughts on this Kong set, you know, it's a good set. It is. Gives you some new stuff. You get the heaves, which I don't really care about. You get the nice effect part for the axe, which is very cool. Some different styles of hands. The new head is very, very, very much appreciated. And that's the thing I really, really wanted out of this set. Not quite right, but none of the Kong heads are quite right. But for what it is, I'm very happy to have it. I'll be honest, I am. And the Mechagodzilla head is pretty cool as well. I really like that piece. It turned out really nice. And like I showed you, you could definitely use it on your Mechagodzilla. You just gotta finagle it a little bit. But it is a very nice piece. And the new sculpt work on the chest of Kong is really good. The new paint is alright. Shout out once again to Supreme Collector for picking me up one at SDCC. It comes out officially next year. You know, if you did pre-order one like I did, you know, it comes out in February, March, I think actually, of next year. So that's a bit of a bummer to wait, but if you do see them at a con, you know, you'll be able to get it there. It is what it is. That is the part about this I do not like at all. I do not like how they played that. But, you know, it's a cool set. It is. It's definitely an upgrade on the original. There's no doubt about it. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, people.